Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we are going to be drawing Isshiki Otsuki from Boruto. Recently revealed, I think, in the anime. So, well, it depends on when I put this video out. It won't be that recent, probably. Might be 2 or 3 episodes ago. But anyway, I'm on landscape orientation paper. Use a pencil and an eraser for these. And hit pause when I move my hand if I go too fast or anything like that. So just when I move my hand out of the way, hit your pause button. And I'm on a landscape page. I don't know if I said that. Anyway, let's go. Center point my page about here. We're going to go up over to the right hand side and we'll start with his eye. So we've got a kind of a head tilt, right? So we'll start with this right eye, but when we do the next eye, just remember it's kind of slightly above. So the eyes are on a diagonal because his head is kind of tilted, right? So let's go up over top eyelid. So basically curved line. Like so. And then it'll go down the side. And then back up into there. So his eyes are real big inside here, right? So we've got just like a dash, like a line in there, say where his like tear duct would be. But of course, Isshiki Otsuki doesn't cry. So he has no need for tear ducts. And then we got some more lines around his eyes. Like so. Top eyelid line. Across like so, and then he's like a line inside here, I think. Okay, so like I said, the other eye, right, it's about eye width. So if you measured the width of this eye, you'd go over eye distance, and that's where roughly the next eye will start. So like here to here will roughly fit in between. Might be slightly closer, but it's roughly an eye width. If you measured it with a ruler, even if you wanted to be that close and tight with it, it's just about eye width there. So a whole eye will fit in between his two eyes. And then this curves over. I think this eye looks slightly bigger actually. And then bottom eyelid comes down to here. And then we will bring it underneath. Back to the front. Back to there. And then he has that massive, I don't know, yellow and black eye. I don't know if there's a name actually on this type of eye. It's yellow and it's got like black lines inside. But again, another big eye. And we have all these crisscross lines coming through the center. So I guess there's like a pupil or something in the middle. It's not really a pupil, but there's a dark circle in the middle. Kind of comes out this way a little bit more. And then we've lines that go down and across. There's about let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Right, so we have ones that come right down the center here. So one first goes this way, right? And then one goes this way. And then another one goes this way. And then up here. And then we do the same thing over the other side. So this comes down like so. And then this one comes across here. And then up this way. And then in between those black lines is all yellow. So his eyelid line, it's kind of like an eyelid line, but it also has that bumpy eyebrow of his. But we'll just draw the line first, coming across here. And then another sort of nose line here, and some more sort of lines around his eye. Right, so that bumpy eyebrow, we might as well do it while we're here. So it comes out, there's these rectangles. Right, so they kind of go diagonal, kind of go around, right? And they have these lines in between each other. So there's like a gap in between them. So one, there's 4 of them, right? And there's another one here, here, and finally there, okay? So they go around like that. And then this comes down the side. Back up the other side. And then this comes down to here. Down to there. And another one. Up like so. And he has some ridges on this side as well. They're not sort of like this side. They sort of just come up and stop like there. There's another one here. Like so. And then I think this one will go down towards the nose. So this one comes down like this. And then we have another one inside here. And then down like so. Another line there. So the nose then kind of comes down diagonal this way, right? And his head is tilted, right? So we've got to tilt sideways and tilt it back so we can see like underneath sort of his nose, right? So we can see just a line on the outside for his nostril here. So it comes down and in. And something similar over here, down and in. And if you're wondering how far over to go with these nostrils, it's usually like right underneath sort of the edge of his corner of his eye here. You don't want to go much further than that. And then we have nostrils on the inside, so the holes of his nostrils, and this one kind of curves slightly differently like that. All right, so then his mouth, just down here. So we go across, down, up, down. So this always reminds me of like a stretched out letter M, or the handle of a bow and arrow. That's that shape. And then we have a bit of his top lip, right, drawn in. So it goes up again, down, up, down, along the top. And then we can see some of his bottom lip here. And then on his chin, right, so his chin is just down here. But we've got these sorts of diamond sort of shape things, right? So like here. So let's say that's his chin, right? And you can measure proportions of things now. So because we've got a head tilt, we're slightly different. So I'd say like the top of his eyebrows to his nose is about the same as nose to his chin area. Here to here is about the same as like here to here. Right? And then nose to bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to chin. That's still the same. So that's still in proportion. Here to here, same as here to here. Just the eyes are smaller because we have a head tilted back. So if you keep it that the eyebrows, top of the eyebrows to the nose, to the bottom of his nose, is about the same as bottom of the nose to his chin down here. You won't be going too far wrong with your proportions then. See that? And then you want this line to be about halfway between the nose, the nostrils, and the chin. To there. Okay? So then those shapes on his chin, so we got like his eyebrow, there are these sort of random sort of shapes on his chin here. Another one sort of bumping out here. I suppose they're not really random, but one like that. And then another one coming up inside here. Back up around here. And comes down and back into there. So then out from here we have his jaw, right? So his jaw will come out this side. Right, like so. And then this jaw will come out here somewhere. Comes out just from this corner, goes underneath some of these. Right. And then this side will come up. So we stop sort of just past his eye, see here? And then we go up towards the ear. And then this side goes up towards the ear as well. So you'll notice now, this sort of side of his jaw is a bit wider than this side. It's because we're slightly in a bit of a 3/4 pose. So his head is kind of tilted and turned. So it's a bit trickier than normal sort of straight on faces. So the main thing is like this part of his jaw comes out further than his eye, but this part of his jaw just stops sort of underneath the eye and then goes up towards his ear. So then on this side of his face, right, so we can see his ear. So we got his earlobe sticking out here. And it comes out just beside his eye, just up here at the top. So we're just in line with this sort of between his nose and his top lip for the earlobe, and the top is in line with the eye. And then we go up like so and around. And then you can add bones and ligaments and things on the inside of that. So the easiest way to do that is always just this sort of letter J kind of shape. Like this kind of thing. You could leave it like that if you wanted, or you can add more little details like sort of stuff like this. A couple of extra lines. On the other side then, so we can see that sort of bump sticking out from his face. But then this line keeps going straight up towards his head. Because his head is slightly turned away from us on this side. So we got this bump for his ear, and then his ear, we're on the diagonal, lines up at the top of this ear, just here. But we're on the diagonal now, we're not fully horizontal. And then this comes down onto there. Then bones and ligaments on the inside. Like so. He's got like some cheekbones. Well, we all have cheekbones, but his are visible on his face. Like something there. And then something over here, pretty close to his ear. Kind of comes in like that. And then maybe down there. Okay, so horns on Isshiki. So we've got this sort of V in the middle of his head, right, where the horns meet one another. So like one comes out here, and then the other one goes out this way, say, that way, and then two horns come out. This one wraps around the back of his head, so it sort of goes up like this, and then goes around his head back here. And this will come down back down to his ear on this side. Like so. And then this has all texture lines on it. Like that. And then we have some texture lines going back here. Now, so this big horn, right? So it's going to go real big. Like off up here. And then it comes back down. It's kind of like the Naruto version of that. You know, when he gets taken over and he has this big horn coming out of his head. Not Naruto, Boruto, should I say. Just comes down. Coming down this way, and then it goes sort of in behind his ear, then into there. Okay. And then, so the top of his head is kind of this curved sort of section just in here, right? Just in back there. And this has all patterns on the inside of it as well. So it's got like these sorts of things that are like the ones that are on his chin. I'm pretty sure that this one just goes back. It's hard to see, but we'll just go put one back that way. And then I think there's another one. Let me see. Hold on. The top of his head is cut off in the picture I'm drawn from, so let me see. See if we can find a different image. I should have had this prepared before I started drawing, but typical me, not prepared. Where is it? Hopefully I'll edit this out, but I might not. So how you guys doing? Is this good content? Okay, so then this goes back, another one back this way, and this one beside it. Nope. Back that way. And then another one kind of appears to come out from the back of this one. So it comes out from here. Like that, I think. Okay, so then we have some texture lines on this horn. So we've got some lines that come around his head here. And then there might be like, you know, a broken sort of line going up the side there. And then a line on the side of his head. And then this has more texture and stuff coming down it, right? That, and then we have some lines that go up this way. Yeah, they can be dotty lines, small ones. Like so. And then line comes down like so. There's a few of these coming down this way. Just a bit of texture. That. Right, so we'll go down and we'll do his neck and his body and stuff. So he's got like this collar on, right? But the back of his neck comes down from his ear here. Front of his neck we can't really see it, so like over here all we can see is the collar. So the collar kind of comes out this way. And then it comes down the front, goes underneath his chin, and then come back out this side. And it's kind of ripped and torn, so it all like comes down the front this way. And you can do this as randomly as you want. It's just like torn sort of shapes. And it seems to have an edge line there. And maybe something similar here. And something coming across his collar at the top, like so. What is it? Are they buttons? I don't know if there should be buttons there, but I'm gonna guess, right? So there's like a collar part that comes down this way. I can't see buttons because it's all kind of smoky. So I'm just gonna guess it's like that. Okay, so then he has a big piece of clothing coming down here, like his cloak that he was wearing is kind of half ripped, so it's on this side and it's not on the other side, so it just comes down from his face like so. And then his trapezius goes in here and his other trapezius comes off this side, so Trapezius comes off here. Trapezius comes off here. There's like neckline inside, collarbone this way, and then the other collarbone is up like underneath this and then over to his shoulder. So your collarbone will always travel to your AC joint in the top of your shoulder, and that's where your neck muscles go in. So, right, put like another line here, maybe another line there. And then the shoulder comes out and down. There. And then, you know, you could have some anatomy lines and things. Chest muscles. Like so. And I think we can see like the top of that black circle. It's like, you know, the hollow the hollow circles in bleach or something. Just in there. And then his other shoulder still has a robe on it, so it just like comes out and down like that. And there might be some like hatching lines on his top lip there, if you wanted to do that. But I think that's everything. Yep, that's how to draw Isshiki from Boruto. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.